Welcome to the Temple of Consciousness and to the big island of Hawaii. I'm broadcasting from the eastern side of the big island, where I've just now found a home. If you'd like to follow my journey up until now from Florida to here, I posted a few videos under the journey to Hawaii. Welcome, Capricorn, to your ASTRO-TAROT forecast for the month of January 2025. Happy birthday and Happy New Year. I'm going to first explore the astrological aspects of the month of January for you. The first thing that we're going to look at is the transit of Mars.
In astrology, Mars is a powerful symbol of energy, action, desire, basic instincts, assertiveness, even sex drive.
And then the transit of Venus.
Venus in astrology symbolizes love, harmony, beauty, pleasure, and money. It expresses your desires, your passions.
Essentially, Mars is the masculine energy of the month, and Venus is the feminine energy of the month. Everything is duality, male, female. Our own brain is divided into male and female. Our personalities are male and female. So I've decided to base the astrological forecast on these two very vital energy aspects of the multitude of aspects that are going on this month. So we're going to begin with the transit of Mars. Now, I don't want to usurp the camera. I want you to see where I am, to feel it, and I will bring you your forecast while you see what I see. So let me turn the camera around and show you where we are. Isn't it beautiful? So Capricorn, in January 2025, Mars moves from Cancer to Leo on the 3rd of the month, opposing Pluto in Aquarius, in your 8th house of partnerships. But then it retrogrades back almost immediately to Cancer on your 7th house, your house of relationships. So you get a brief taste of Mars in your 8th house of sex, death, taxes, partnerships, inheritance, investments, legal issues, and it opposes the great warrior, revolutionary planet of Pluto in Leo, just again for a brief period of 3 days. Then Mars retrogrades back into Cancer, into your house of relationships. Whenever a planet is retrograding, it's in a sense putting the brakes on the power and energy of Mars. Mars is a planet of aggressive, forward-moving energy. When it retrogrades, you have a chance to reassess, reconsider, reevaluate all things concerning your important relationships. This will test your ability to resolve differences within important relationships without becoming too assertive, overpowering, aggressive, forceful. You will determine the right action, the right behaviors to achieve harmony, peace, and love within your relationships without invoking a sense of domination. So you're going to have to exhibit self-control this month, Capricorn. This will be needed. So go gently past issues. Let them resolve through time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be impulsive. At the beginning of the month, you might feel the impulse to move ahead. And as I said, when it moves into your 8th house, into Leo, you will feel this urge to move ahead with business partnerships, issues of inheritance, contracts, shared resources. But when it reverts back to Cancer, it gives you time to reevaluate, reconsider, and negotiate with those close associates, partnerships. So the advice is to be patient, diplomatic, pace yourself, slow down any decision-making impulses that you have. Resolve your differences within these close relationships before Mars heads into your 8th house, into Leo. And Mars. Now let's look at Venus. Venus is in Pisces the whole month, in your 3rd house of communication, ideas, your day-to-day activities, comings and goings, tasks, responsibilities, dealing also with your siblings, if you have any, or your community, your close-knit network of friends and associates. When Venus is in Pisces, it brings more emotionally satisfying conversations with friends, with your siblings. These conversations are very pleasant. You'll enjoy your interactions with your community. You can talk things out without conflict and deepen your ideas, your thoughts, your shared concepts with others. Everyday issues or problems can be resolved amicably, beautifully. This will help the Mars retrograde in the 7th house, putting a very lovely tone or color over the events of the month. Interactions with siblings and friends and your community in general will be pleasant, fun, loving. What the advice is that these two planetary configurations, Mars and Venus, is for you to stay in your higher mind. Allow your better self, your better half, to dominate. Whatever Mars may be putting you through via your intimate relationships, you can transcend any conflict, argument, and resolve them amicably, lovingly, diplomatically. This combination brings more beauty, more spiritual upliftment into your life and into your attitude and into your daily comings and goings. You'll find you're at ease more calm, more relaxed. You'll feel the presence of the supernatural. Don't let your mind sink into other people's attitudes or problems. Let all that go. Stand above the crowd. This is an extraordinarily pleasant transit of Mars and Venus. I hope you take advantage of it. So now let's move into your tarot forecast. So welcome back to your tarot forecast. What I try to do, Capricorn, is I try to correlate the tarot forecast with the astrology reading. And this is going to be a 4-card spread. The first card indicates the overall mood or energy of the month. The second card will indicate your challenges for the month. The third is the surprise, the unexpected element of the month. And the final card will be the outcome. So what I've done is I've pre-shuffled, and I am going to actually pull all 4 cards for you to make this reading much more organic. I want you to be able to see again the beautiful setting that I'm in. And so we are ready to see what your 4-card positions are. The first one, the Knight of Pentacles. The position of the overall mood or energetic theme of the month is the Knight of Pentacles. In the position of your challenge, we have the 2 of Wands. This is what will test you, what you need to overcome. So this is the 2 of Wands. In the position of the unexpected, the surprise element of the month, we have another 2. We have the 2 of Swords in the position of your challenge. And finally, in the position of the result, the outcome, maybe even a commentary on the other 3 positions, we have the blessed, the beautiful Sun. So now I want to show you again where we are. And as you gaze out onto the ocean, I'm going to give you the meaning behind these positions. So in the position of the overall mood or energy of the month, we had the Knight of Pentacles. This particular night, is more of a farmer than a warrior. He is a workaholic, as are most farmers. He works overtime, sometimes to exhaustion. Now, we have in your 7th house of relationships, Mars retrograding. And this correlates very well with that energy, because retrogrades put the brakes on the forward moving energy of Mars, almost coming to a standstill. And this is exactly what this night is doing. He's standing still, looking over his fields, assessing what to do next. So you must remain self-controlled in your work, particularly in your relationships, holding back any aggressive energy. And you must pay attention to details. Details in the context of work, and details in the context of close relationships. In other words, remember the little things. They're going to matter. Help practically within your relationship. Be supportive on a very down-to-earth level. Do things for the relationship that make it function, that will help the other in a very pragmatic way. I believe this is a very emotionally fulfilling time in your relationships. If you make the effort and you stay self-controlled, go steadily forward, pacing your approach both to work and to relationships. You've got to be reliable. You have to give your devotion, your support, both emotional and financial. And sometimes things may seem even a little boring, redundant, predictable. But, again, the Knight unfolds, he contains his magic. The magic is there, but it's in a container that isn't showy, isn't flamboyant. He shows himself through meticulous attention to detail and to being very reliable and helpful. Things will get resolved in a very steady and paced energy. So now, let's move on to the position of your challenge. This is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is described or called dominion. It implies having rulership over your land, your territory, what you consider to be yours, your very life. It's about the empowerment of self. This is your challenge. Dominion over that which you consider yours. It's about making plans, thinking ahead. Again, we have an individual standing at the very edge of his estate with a globe in his hand, thinking about the future, assessing what he has financially and emotionally. And twos, this is two of wands, twos represent balance, harmony, and the unification of opposites. And within the context of a relationship, that is very important because it's bringing harmony into a relationship where you feel you may be on opposite pages. Oh, maybe even opposite ideas about how to move forward with a very important decision that the both of you will be affected by. This is the bringing together of ideas, putting your inspiration into a creative plan. And remember, Capricorn, don't feel that you're a victim of circumstances. It's about having the willpower. This is wands. It's having the will, the energy to move in a new direction while building your self-confidence. The brief interlude where Mars moves into Leo and is opposed by Pluto in Aquarius may give you an inspiration, an idea, a motivation about how to solve either a financial or a partnership or problem, or a legal issue. Then it's imperative that you don't move forward with that impulsively. Take the rest of the month to meditate on it, to work slowly and methodically towards your goals. Take the time to figure things out. It's simply counseling you not to be impulsive. Let's move into the Two of Swords, the position of the unexpected. This is order, mental self-control, commitment, and respectful conduct towards others. And this is the surprise element, surprise that perhaps you are receiving this energy or that you deliver this energy. You have to remain neutral, diplomatic, until you feel totally informed, until you feel you've got the clarity. Maybe you're feeling you're missing something, some piece of information, some knowledge. You've got to wait until you have all the information, and then you can move forward. Now, in general, the Two of Swords is about you having a hard time making your mind up about something that's very important. So this too, like the retrograde, is asking you to really meditate, ponder, take your time, weigh the pros and cons of the situation. Then, after you've done that, you'll receive the go-ahead spiritually to make your choice. You've got two cards that are the number 2. So it's definitely about making the right choices about your relationship, about important relationships. Now let's move on to the position of the outcome. And the outcome is the sun. The sun, this is about achieving freedom, success, and spiritual growth. In yoga, this corresponds to the 7th chakra, the highest chakra. The outer sun represents your personality, the light of your ego structure. And the sun also represents the inner light of God. You're going to be able to shape your world around your desires, your highest inspirations, to reflect your highest goals. You create this month goodness, harmony, waiting patiently, meditating, weighing what's good, what's bad, and choosing always the good. This is spiritual expansion as you expand your emotional programming, putting aside greed, materialism, arrogance, aggression, and self-interest. This liberates your soul. This is freedom at a soul level. It represents abundance, fertility, and success. We'll leave it at that. I wish you the very best January of your life. And Happy New Year and happy birthday.